Senator Cantwell, Chairman Cantwell, thank you very much. I'm pleased to be here for this participation in this conference committee. It's been a long time since we've had a conference committee, and I'm glad to be a part of one. And while I am the lead Republican on the Senate Committee on Veterans Affairs, I also serve as a senior member of the Commerce, Science, and Transportation Committee, the committee you chair. But perhaps importantly for this conference, I'm the lead Republican on the Senate Justice, Science, Appropriations Subcommittee, which of the implementing agencies for the programs contained in this prospective legislation, including the Department of Commerce, NASA, and the National Science Foundation. I'm pleased we are starting the conference process on our chamber's respective competition and innovation bills. This committee is tasked with making certain our country is out-competing adversarial nations, including China, which we can do by authorizing necessary investments to remain at the forefront of technological research and development, appropriating funds to bring semiconductor manufacturing and the downstream semiconductor ecosystem back to the U.S., increasing the transparency and resiliency of our supply chains, and enlisting the intelligence and productivity of all Americans, including those of us in Middle America, via the EPSCoR program. It's also important that we work to boost the entrepreneurs and STEM workforce, as well as pass the NASA Authorization Act, which was included within the Senate legislation. Over the past several years, I've worked to ensure that NASA missions have continued to progress forward without NASA authorization. However, when you can present a bipartisan authorization followed up with funding programs, it sends a strong signal to the agency, to the industry, and to our global partners that we remain committed in accomplishing our stated missions. This is especially critical as our adversaries continue to advance within the space domain. Additionally, while the bills provide for immediate funding for the CHIPS Act and wireless development, the vast majority of programs include authorizations of discretionary appropriations. For these programs to have any effect, funding must be secured in a future appropriation bill. One of the most critical aspects of the Senate competition bill was the bipartisan nature in which this legislation came together. In that spirit, I'm pleased to work with all of you, my colleagues, and especially my colleague from Kansas, Representative Sharice Davids, as part of this conference committee, and I look forward to working with all of you to see that we accomplish the goals that we have set forth, outlined by many of the statements I've heard today. Thank you, Madam Chairman.